GM. How do you think Mary Barra, the CEO there, has handled that recall situation?
Well, she started out pretty good. She admitted GM has a corporate culture problem, the GM nod, everybody
right.
getting along to going
Right.
along. But now she's becoming processed by the old resurgence of the GM culture.
In what way?
Well, she's not as candid anymore, number one.
How do you see that? Give me an example.
Yeah, well, she should be more candid in what she's doing following the ignition switch defect, because it isn't enough just to say, we're going to tighten up. She doesn't have an independent ombudsman, so engineers can go outside the chain of command and register their complaint about a defective product and not get fired, or it's a very confidential complaint where the ombudsman then just goes straight to her. And she's not doing that.
That's something you think is critical for them to set up?
Yeah. And the other thing is GM lobby's back in place here in Washington. I mean, they don't want more fuel efficiency. They don't want the kind of environmental emission controls. And this is a company that was bailed out by the U.S. taxpayer.
Right. And what about the VW controversy? What do you make of that?
That's another astonishing phenomenon. VW had this reputation of German engineering, and it's clear it's premeditated criminal intent, because you don't hook up software to avoid emission control and dump into the air that people breathe 40 times the minimum standard of nitrogen oxides inadvertently.
Right.
So this is a clear case of criminal behavior, and I think VW really admits it. And now they're trying just to go after the engineers and not top management. But this is going to test the inadequacy of the federal law, which has no criminal penalty, to impose on willful and knowing violation of safety standards. That was kept out in the battle in 1966 in Congress. That's one battle we lost. And there's a bill now by Senator Blumenthal, Senator Markey, and others to put back the criminal penalty. Because if the executives don't fear being prosecuted, convicted, and going to jail, we'll get again and again this repetition of an out-of-control, unaccountable bureaucracy.